Hi, this is Dan from Rocket Tools, and today I want to show you something I'm really excited to share, and that's a new tool called Insight Analyzer. And I think you're going to be so impressed with this tool. It's so low cost, and it fills a niche or void that's really important right now in Google search. Now, you'd have to be hiding under a rock if you didn't see what Google did about 6 weeks ago when they just shook up the SEO world. Now, I would be the first to tell you they did some good things. There were certainly some, let's be honest, crap content that had been created on Google, and it's totally challenging their business model. I mean, for me, I've actually kind of moved away from Google into apps like Perplexity to find information, and that's because when I need an answer, I sort of want it served up. Now, Google's not going to sit around and let things like Perplexity take over. They're going to do some things to catch up, and they've actually already started it by using generative search to be able to bring answers when people go on the platform. Now, the good thing for users is that the interface between Google, where you had to sort through all those results and then go through all that junk content that wasn't really appropriate and really curate your own experience, those days are going away, and you're going to be faced now with generative results, much like ChatGPT, but up to date and based on information that's within Google. I think it's going to be great because I think people are going to be able to find things faster, and it's going to be able to be a great user experience. Now, the challenge is for the businesses. If the old days of being able to SEO optimize your content by putting in keywords, blogging, creating content, and probably even to some degree backlinks, although I am not an SEO expert, it's going to be somewhat of a challenge to be able to answer these questions. And it's clear that Google wants to move to an area where you are providing answers to the questions people are looking for. Now, if you go onto Google, you'll see that often they feed that up to you. They show you additional questions that you may not have actually heard of. So let's jump over to my screen into this new application, which does have a Google screen here. And let's just try something out. So I'm a big wearer of Carhartt jackets. So I'm going to type in here like how to wash a Carhartt jacket. And if we hit return, you're going to see basically it's going to tell me the answer to maintain the thermal protective properties, machine wash at room temperature. And that's basically what it told me, and that's a typical kind of Google search. That's going to give me the answer that I want. I, as a user, am going to find that valuable. Now, you can go down and you can say, well, people are also asking, do Carhartt jackets shrink when washed? And we can click that, and here you can find the answer. You know, the outer layers of canvas is made from 100% cotton and will shrink when washed. But look what happened. More questions came down, like, should I wash it inside out? I always wash it inside out. It's going to tell me the answers. And guess what? More questions popped up. You know, does it shrink in the dryer? More answers here. You know, our pants won't shrink. I'm not sure that's exactly appropriate. But the point I'm trying to make here is that this is the new search experience. And as a business, you really need to be playing into this idea of these people also ask questions. Now, you could go on Google and you could just start asking questions and start to see what would happen, but you're going to find that it's a lot of work. So this great company that's done a lot of tools like Pin Inspector, which really kind of revolutionized the way to find pins on Pinterest, has developed a new tool called Insight Analyzer. And I'm going to tell you, we've had it only a couple of days. It is a bargain as far as a cost is concerned. So I would highly encourage you to get on and check it out. And I'm going to show you how useful this kind of tool can be when you're a storyteller. So if you're actually having to create content to tell your business story, gone are the days of where you could just go online, get a bunch of keywords, write a bunch of blogs, stuff your website. I'm not sure that ever worked anyway completely because I think you needed backlinks for domain authority. But regardless, you could generate a lot of content and answer a lot of questions on your website. But today, it is clear Google is leaning into answering questions that people want, the helpful content. That's really what they're looking for. So capturing what people are looking for could be very useful to grow your SEO. I think the jury's out on exactly how this will play, but it is clear that today, in my opinion, you need to be leaning in pretty heavy to answering questions that people want to know. And the more valuable and the better your answers are, the more likely you're going to be found in search results. At least that's what I think. It's a great place to start in this big nebulous world we are between the transition of SEO to GEO. So now I want to show you the Insight Generator. And the Insight Generator is going to add ask a lot of questions with like adding things like the prepositions and the afterwords to a question. So you may not know how to actually start asking the question, but Google can do that for you. So what we're going to do here is it's going to do different kind of searches. You can look Google, Bing, YouTube, or Amazon. We've got different kinds of questions. You can look at questions, prepositions, comparisons, or alphabetical. We're just going to do questions to get things started. And I'm going to use a different one here. And I'm just going to put in here car washing and click generate. And so here it's going to ask a lot of different questions. It's still searching and it's processing. It looks like up to 29 requests. And we came up with 218 results. So some of these make sense, some of them don't. Like, are car washes open near me? Car is a washing machine. Is it illegal to wash your car? Can a person go through a car wash? Can a human go through a car wash? Is it safe to go through a car wash? Can a car wash damage paint? Again, these are insights that are related to what people are looking for on a particular search. So this gives you a tremendous amount of opportunities. Now, let me show you something cool. We can select all these. I'm going to right click and I can take you to the next tool, which is the group generator. Now, what this is going to do is categorize these keywords into groups. So for instance, if you were trying to write a group of content around something like detailing, then this is going to give you the 10 questions that you would want to answer within that group. So again, if you're working with a VA or you're trying to create an area of content on your website that's got, a lot of information that could be able to be focused on one area, this is a great way to do it. So, here's one on washes. So you get all of the particular questions that are related here. So let's go back to this PA extractor and let me show you the final quick tool, which I think is also game changing. Should I air dry my Carhartt jacket? Well, so you may say, okay, that's a question that I would like to answer on my website. That's something that we sell Carhartt jackets. This is a great way to have additional information. So I right click on it and now I go down to a tool called AI generator. Now what this is going to do is I'm going to send the question to the AI generator tool and it's going to bring it to this particular button. And what we can do here is we can actually write an article that answers that particular question. You can set the word length. Again, not a lot of data, so don't listen to people that act like they know what they're talking about on YouTube right now because there's not a lot of data. But it appears that, writing a 4,000 word article to answer a simple question like this would not be usable. That's not the kind of curated answers to questions that Google probably wants. Again, I am not an SEO geo expert, but you can answer that question for a lot fewer words. So we're going to put in 1,000 words. We're going to leave it at 3.5 because that's what we're, to make it faster today. And you can set all kinds of tones. We'll leave it as professional and we're going to click generate content. And it's going to basically use ChatGPT 3.5 to write an article for that particular question that would answer the question. So you can, in this bar, you can put a question, you can put a keyword phrase, you can put a URL, you can even put a YouTube link. And then here is our answer. Carhartt jackets are renowned for their durability, proper care and maintenance. So it's going to answer this question. So theoretically, you could copy this. I would recommend that you make it your own. So if you're selling Carhartt jackets, you would certainly want to curate this and make it more appropriate for your particular answer. I wouldn't recommend posting this directly on your website. I've never really recommended that. You need to improve this content that's appropriate for you. But just in a matter of minutes, we found what people were asking for. We looked for additional insights to show you how that part of the tool works. I showed you how you can group content. And here we generated it directly within the tool. I don't know what the cost of this tool will be when you pay for it, but I'm going to tell you when I purchased it, it was less than $50. I'm not an affiliate. I paid full price for the tool. But I'm going to tell you, as we move forward into this world of storytelling, where we need to be telling stories through generative AI and answering questions, this is exactly the kind of information that can equip you as a storyteller. Because here, the easiest story to tell is to tell a story to someone and answer a question that they're looking for an answer for. And this tool just makes it incredibly easy. Well, I hope you enjoyed this content. If you did, like and subscribe to this channel because we are always evaluating tools to help storytellers. And until next time, this is Dan McCoy from Rocket Tools.